Pittsburgh Steelers solidify themselves at the top of the AFC North standings here in Week 11 with a win over those dreaded Ratbirds. It wasn't pretty, and in fact, it was ugly. 6 field goals yet again lead to a victory for the Pittsburgh Steelers this season. The second time that's happened. First time it's happened since Week 1 against the Falcons. Welcome into the Steelers Talk post-game reaction show. I am your host, Jack Sperry. We got a lot to talk about on today's post-game reaction. So make sure you guys go spam those W's down there in the comments section to celebrate the win over Baltimore. This team's 8th in the last 9 matchups between these two teams. Once again, Mike Tomlin got it done against Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. And last year, Lamar Jackson won the MVP because he had his crappy performance against the Steelers in Week 5. And then he got hot down the stretch, and they gave him his MVP. I think today, now that this is happening in Week 11, and he has to play the Steelers again towards the end of the season, I think Lamar's chances at an MVP trophy this year are gone. All right, 16 of 33, only 207 yards, a touchdown and an interception. He added like 46 yards rushing. Once again, Mike Tomlin worked his magic on Lamar Jackson in this Baltimore Ravens passing attack, and they really didn't do much all game long. They also stymied Derrick Henry in the second half. He did allow a touchdown to him, but on 13 carries, just 65 yards. That's the best that any defense has done against Derrick Henry all season long. Then on the other side of the ball, though, it was also tough on offense. In the second half, I thought the Steelers' offense moved the ball a lot better than in the first half, but the passing game wasn't really getting going until the second half at all. And even then, it was like a couple of deep shots that were hit by Russell Wilson. But overall, not the best day from Russ, 23 of 36 for 205 yards, no touchdowns, and an interception at the 5-yard line. So at the end of the day, Boswell comes in, hits all 6 field goals, and you needed all 6 to win this football game. And that's what the final score ends up being here, 18-16. So Keanu Benson, I'm recording this before Mike Tomlin's press conference. I don't know what he's saying about Keanu Benson and his status, but he left in the fourth quarter. I'm not sure if he returned to the game. I did not see him again, or at least I didn't notice him for the rest of the game. So hopefully he's going to be okay. Steelers cannot afford to lose Keanu Benson for the rest of the season. They just can't. He is just too important as a nose tackle, as somebody that can create interior pressure, as somebody that has done so good against the run this year. He is a very key cog in this Steelers defense, and he's going to have to be on the field for them to really go on a run here. And Tomlin says that he needs further evaluation here. So we'll keep Keanu in our thoughts and prayers here, and hopefully he can be on the field on Thursday versus the Cleveland Browns. Not sure if that's going to be the case. It is a short week, but we'll keep you guys updated on Benton's status. Game balls this week. First one, Payton Wilson. Rookie out of NC State, not even looking at the football. And he rips the ball away from Justice Hill. And really when it looked like the Ravens were turning the tide momentum-wise, right? Russell Wilson throws that red zone interception. They're kind of moving down the field a little bit. Lamar throws that touch pass down the sideline. It looks like Justice Hill is going to come down with it. And Payton Wilson, before Hill comes down, rips the football away from him. Huge turn of the tide there for the Steelers. It allowed them to get that final field goal to put them in position to win this game. So Payton Wilson, the rookie out of NC State, the former Wolfpack alum, gets my first game ball. Second game ball goes to Nick Herbig, who's coming off that hamstring injury. Second play from scrimmage back, he forces a fumble in Raven territory to give the Steelers the ball in an early 3-0 lead. And as we've seen throughout this game, every field goal counted. So that field goal ended up being a big part in this game, in winning this game. And Nick Herbig really did a great job. He was absolutely killing Ronnie Staley all day long at left tackle. He completely dominated that matchup. So Herbig is fully back from that hamstring injury, and I'm super happy about that. Then Joey Porter Jr., man, and he played a lot better this week. He shut down some guys, had some nice PBUs, and he gutted out a performance today, man. He was hurting at some points in this game. It was a shin contusion, and he played through that thing. So this guy is built Pittsburgh tough. He grew up in Pittsburgh with his dad playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's bringing the same kind of energy and same kind of toughness to the field every single Sunday. I love Joey Porter Jr. He was phenomenal this afternoon. So let me know down there in the comment section, who is the MVP of the game in your eyes? This will be the pinned comment of today's show. So YouTube's going to throw you an ad break here in just a couple of seconds. When that happens, take advantage of that time and let me know who's the MVP of the game. I'm going to give a game ball to Justin Fields because even though he almost lost the game by sliding a little bit too early, and almost, I mean, if they don't pick up that 3rd and 1 and they go down and kick the game-winning field goal and it's 19-18 because Justin Fields gave his body up too quickly on that run on the final drive of the game, oh boy, it would have been loud for Justin Fields. But he came in there, and I think that today showed why I've been advocating for Mike Tomlin and Arthur Smith to implement that Justin Fields package at the end of games in that 4-minute drill. They did it today, and it worked. They need to keep doing that throughout the rest of the season. It's the most effective way to pick up those must-needed first downs and kill the clock and kill these games. Okay, man, final game ball here goes to Chris Boswell, obviously. I mean, this guy is the MVP of the day. Multiple 50-plus yard field goals, was a perfect 6 for 6. He's going to win AFC Special Teams Player of the Week, and he might win AFC Player of the Month, Special Teams Player of the Month, just based on this performance alone. 6 of 6. He was the only one to score points for the Pittsburgh Steelers today, so big kudos to him. In Boz, we trust. So coming up here on Steelers Talk, my takeaways, my instant takeaways after watching this game. Tonight or tomorrow morning, whenever I get the film, I'm going to be breaking down the film on this, and I'll get a video out to you guys in the morning with some more in-depth takeaways. But coming up here, I've got 4 initial takeaways that I want to share with you guys before I say goodbye for the day. But before we get into all that, let's have a word from our sponsor today at PrizePicks, which is the best place to get real money sports action all on your phone. Join over 10 million users and sign up today. PrizePicks invented the flex play, which means you can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. PrizePicks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. Also, PrizePicks now offers Venmo for quick and easy deposits and withdrawals into your account this sports season. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. PrizePicks also offers weekly promotions that can lead to big payouts like Taco Tuesday, where each Tuesday, PrizePicks discounts select player projections up to 25% to provide even more value for your lineups. And Coop and I, we made some money today, baby. Took the more on Derrick Henry with the touchdowns. He just had one. Took the less on passing yards for Lamar Jackson. That ended up hitting as well. And then we took the more with passing yards for Russell Wilson. Just got the more on that one. So if you guys want to get your prize picks in for Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football, or Thursday Night Football coming up next week, the Steelers play the Browns next Thursday, download the PrizePicks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. That's $50 instantly when you use code CLNS after playing your first $5 lineup on the PrizePicks app today. PrizePicks, run your game. So my first takeaway is that this is the best defense on the planet Earth today. Plain and simple. You got so many great players. And by the way, this defense had this performance without Alex Highsmith. How crazy is that? Preston Smith has proven to be a really good addition. Nick Herbig is back. He was phenomenal today. TJ Watt was impacting the game as well. Cam Hayward had a couple of impact plays. Minka was flying around today as well. And you just got so many good players on this team. Like maybe the secondary isn't the best in the league or anything like that, but when you're as good up front as the Steelers are and you can create as much pressure as they do, it's really, really difficult to move the football on the Pittsburgh Steelers this year, and the Ravens once again proved that fact. Number 2 takeaway is that you need to be better in the red zone on offense. And I don't need to tell Steelers fans this, man. It's very, very apparent, okay? Even with Russell Wilson in there, I mean, at this point, the Steelers' red zone offense has a lower red zone scoring percentage than with Justin Fields. All right, that's unacceptable. Plain and simple. You need to get into the end zone. Art needs to call better stuff. Russ needs to get the ball out. He needs to not throw that interception in the red zone. And they need to find a way to get the ball into pay dirt more often. They had a struggle doing that against the Giants in the first half in that Monday Night Football game, and they struggled doing that all game long in this one against the Ravens. So am I particularly worried about the offense right now? No, I'm not super worried. This was an offense that was averaging over 30 points a game coming into today. And I think that moving forward, they're going to be just fine. I think that this offense actually plays very well these next 2 weeks against the Browns and Bengals, respectively, on the road. But today was definitely a rough one, but they made some plays when they needed to. Okay, guys, make sure you click that subscribe button if you haven't already. We have added well over 1,000 subscribers on today's watch party. I want to thank each and every one of you guys watching live right now, as well as the people watching this video. It's because of you guys that we get to talk Steelers football for you every single day. I can't extend enough gratitude to all the people that make this thing go. Okay, third takeaway. Why does Arthur Smith love Van Jefferson so much? Like, you traded for Mike Williams for a reason. Does Mike still not know the playbook? He only played like a fourth of the snaps on offense today. That's unacceptable to me. You have to get him on the field because when Van Jefferson's on the field, defenses know he never gets open. He's not a deep threat, and he's not going to get open in the short and intermediate parts of the field either. Plus, today, he had a crucial drop in the red zone. It's like, why do we insist on playing this guy time and time again? Please stop it, all right? Just have the three-man rotation be George Pickens, Mike Williams, and then Calvin Austin III in the slot, and then play Pat Freiermuth. Maybe you can get Van Jefferson in there from time to time, but he shouldn't be getting a lion's share of the snaps over Mike Williams. All right, maybe Mike doesn't know the offense yet, and that's probably the explanation. But you just cannot trot this guy, Van Jefferson, out there for much longer. He's absolutely doo-doo garbage, baby. Okay, now we get to the final takeaway here. Coop is dying laughing after the doo-doo garbage baby take. So what are the people going to say now? Plain and simply, man, like, ever since Russ came in, it's like, oh, it was just one game. And then when we beat the Giants, it was, oh, they beat the Jets and Giants. Then when we beat the Commanders, oh, you haven't played a good defense yet. Well, what are they going to say now? All right, we have beaten a 7-2 team, and then we just beat a 7-3 team in back-to-back weeks. All right, plain and simply. And I know that it wasn't the most pretty game offensively for Russ and the offense. Okay, and you definitely, like we talked about, you need to get into the end zone more often. Art needs to do better. Russ needs to do better. And the receivers need to do better. All that stuff, okay? But, like, this is a team that wins football games in a myriad of different ways. Last week, you were down in the second half, and you were able to lead a fourth-quarter comeback with Russell Wilson and the offense playing well. Today, you needed multiple stops from your defense, and lo and behold, the best defense in the world gets the stop against the best offense in the world coming into today's game. All right, so this is a Steelers team that finds ways to win. That's due to Mike Tomlin's culture and coaching. That's due to having a ton of veteran leadership and experience in this locker room. And this is absolutely a Steelers team, in my opinion, that can win the Super Bowl this year with how tough they are in these tough moments, 100%. So it's red pen time. Grade the Steelers' performance today, A, B, C, D, or F. I'm going to give them a B. All right, it's a solid win against a very good football team. I give the defense an A+. And I give the offense probably a C, all right? Maybe a C-. It was not a good day for the offense, but it was an excellent day for the defense. They got the job done at the end of the day, though, 18-16 final in Pittsburgh. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button if you haven't already. This was my initial reaction to this game, but I'm going to be watching the film either tonight or tomorrow morning whenever I get that. And then I'm going to have my more in-depth takeaways from today's game tomorrow morning on Steelers Talk. So make sure you guys click that subscribe button if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, here we go, Steelers.